Hello everybody, I hope you're doing good. Today I want to do something a little different where I wanted to take a figure and talk about that, but I also want to talk about the comic book the figure is actually from. So, yeah, first off, this is the Daredevil from The Man Without Fear by Miller and Romita Jr. When you get the figure out of the packaging, it will come with two fisted hands, one open hand, one gripping hand for the Billy Club, and one trigger finger, which can also be used for the Billy Club. I don't know if you can see that, but and then to the figure itself, pretty good neck, up and down, decent crunch for what you need from this kind of figure, this kind of brawler style. Arm cut, butterfly joints, double jointed elbows. Each of the hands has a little wrist swivel and a hinge. Thigh cut, ankle cut, and the ankle also has a hinge on it. This one is my one that's weaker for some reason of all the articulation, and double jointed knees. I think this figure's pretty good. I like this a lot. It is my favorite figure I own at the moment, or one of them, just mainly because I'm on a huge Daredevil kick, I think. Oh yeah, I also want to mention it will also come with a comic book, but I lost that. I actually tried to make this video yesterday, and something got wrong with the audio, so when I went to go film it again today, my cat had knocked over the figure, like where I had it kept, and the little comic book's just gone forever now. So that's fine. And now I think we should get into the book. Now it's time to talk about the book. So this is Daredevil, the Man Without Fear by Miller and Romita Jr. This, in my opinion, is the most influential Daredevil book of all time. It is a retelling of his origin story, but it also brings in that more darker noir style stories that they had, bringing in more adult themes and more crime than what we saw before. And look at that Kingpin. I love Romita Jr.'s art in this book, especially the way he depicts our boy Daredevil here. Another thing I've been noticing a lot of people talk about is that Daredevil's blonde in this. He's actually blonde in this book. Daredevil being a redhead is a little bit more of a modern thing. He's always kind of been depicted as more of a blonde. I don't mean to say always. I meant before like more recent runs, been depicted as like kind of a blonde, brown hair guy. Especially you see that more on the show too. But I think now what we should try to do is get some posing out of this book using this figure. So let's see how good we can do. Let's find a good one. And you get to see some more of the art. I also wanted to show this off. This is the Epic collection of Daredevil. So this also has the books before it. Some of the comics that were coming up leading up to it. Because this book came out in 1993. I mean, this original run came out in 1993. Is I guess what I should have said. Let's see. I'll come back with a pose. Okay, well, so first pose I want to try to get was actually this one from page 141. And I think I got a pretty good... I'm not great at posing, if you can't tell. But I think I got a pretty okay pose. Pretty close to the actual comic panel, I think. So let's try another one. Okay, so next one I want to try was this one. Mainly just because I want to see if I could get that decent crunch and like kind of deep pose. I think it's okay, but it's definitely not where it should be. Mainly because of the ab crunch and also the hips. This is about how high you can get it like from a straight thing. If I wanted to go a little bit more like bow-legged, I could go like something like that. But I think that looks a little weird. But again, the ab crunch is pretty not great here. But I mean, I don't think I'm going to be posing it more in these kind of balled up figures, like a normal Daredevil figure I would be. But in this one, in the black homemade suit, he's much more brutal, I should say. I don't know, more direct than more acrobatic that he normally is. So let's try one more pose, and I think we'll call it good. Okay, so final pose I wanted to show off was this one. And I think I got it pretty okay. I mean, if you look at it from the right angle, it looks pretty good. I'm not the best poser, like I've said. So it probably could be a lot better. But I think it kind of shows off a good amount of the figure and a good amount of the book. So now I'm making my final thoughts. So for the book, I think I've talked about this enough. This is one of my favorite Daredevil books personally. It's so influential for the character, basically redefined who Daredevil was going forward. And, I mean, also the art is amazing. So I'm going to give this book a 10 out of 10. And now let's talk about the figure. I think overall I'm going to give the figure a 9 out of 10. Mainly because there's a few things wrong with it, but you can't really beat it. I have a few personal gripes. No toe articulation, which isn't that big of a deal. Not very common on Marvel Legends. I would like a set of the gripping hands more than a trigger hand, because I don't really know when I'd use this hand over this one. And then also, I would have liked an unmasked head sculpt. That's a personal thing, and that's also very uncommon with Marvel Legends. All these are Marvel Legends issues, so I don't really feel like digging into the figure. So overall, I think the figure's a 9 out of 10. I hope you guys like this video. I might make more of these. I have one more figure I could do this with, and maybe just give me an opportunity to talk more about comics. But if you guys want to see more figures or more comics, leave a comment and follow and let me know, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.